Jason Sorens, a senior research fellow with the American Institute for Economic Research. Thank you, Jason. David Grosso, business analyst, is joining us now. Thank you for joining us here as we all try to wake up on this Monday morning for us. What do you make of the markets reacting to the inflation data? And I'd like to start, if I can, here with Jason. We're looking for this inflation data tomorrow. Do we expect any surprises? We see futures are up right now, a few minutes away from opening bell. Your initial thoughts this week?
It's a very important inflation report because last month we saw slightly higher than target inflation in both the CPI and the PCE price index. So even though the Fed pays more attention to the PCE price index and the CPI is coming out tomorrow, this will be our first look at what inflation was last month. Now, the Fed has been passively tightening by keeping rates high, even as business investment has fallen. So we'll have to see what happens here. I think anything that's a 0.2 monthly rate or below is going to be cheered by the markets. 0.3 and higher is going to cause some unsettled reactions among investors.
Yeah. We're just showing some generic video here of grocery shopping, which many Americans do every single week, and they want to make sure they can afford food for the household. David, what will you be watching for with this inflation report when it comes to cost of groceries?
Yeah, I want to see exactly what sectors are getting hit harder than most. We already know that there's a lot of pressure in apparel, while oil has remained very low, right? And remember, oil affects everything, including food. So I want to see sector-specific things. And of course, grocery prices are always something that weigh very heavily on politics because, as you mentioned, it's something we all have to do. We can't avoid eating. So as Trump always says, politics is really easy. Keep prices low, keep defense high, and that's how you make the people happy.
Right, and keeping the American people happy, it's a very important thing to do. Over the weekend, the president issuing a warning to American courts if they strike down his sweeping tariffs, writing on Truth Social in part, quote, "If a radical left court ruled against us at this late date, it would be impossible to ever recover or pay back these massive sums of money and honor. It would be 1929 all over again, a Great Depression." That's a bold statement. But there is some accuracy in that. If you're collecting these tariffs and then the court overrules you here in the States, not only is that an embarrassment, the United States of America as a country, but what does happen to all of that money that was collected and already negotiated upon, Jason?
It would have to be repaid because the court would have to rule that these tariffs were illegal and unauthorized all along. I have no doubt that the Trump administration would find other avenues to reenact many of these tariffs. But yeah, you'd have to pay back billions of dollars to U.S. companies that imported these goods. I expect their share prices would do well as a result of that, but it would be a hit to the U.S. Treasury.
Yeah. And David, maybe you could speak generically to how it might look for courts, in some cases unelected judges, to weigh in on how the president is approaching this tariff and trade deals that he's negotiated. How do you think folks view the matter?
I mean, there's a lot of skepticism right now, the way things work. A judge in some court we've never heard of can stop everything. And that's happening in non-economic matters as well. But the bottom line, guys, these tariffs are here to stay. Even with all the legal fights, all of the uncertainty, this isn't going to be decided until after the midterm elections. So you can expect, if you are an importer, these tariffs to stay. And then later, much later, after the midterms, of course, if the Trump administration loses this in court, they're going to take this all the way up to the Supreme Court. But I wouldn't wait on that answer. It's going to take until around 2027 to see if this sticks.
Oh, that's wild. Okay. Well, that'll be a lot of money collected by that date. We do appreciate the time of Jason Sorens and David Grosso as opening bell begins. We do appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks.